Today we are going to work in 45-second work intervals and 15-second rest intervals. We're going to complete exercises A through D in that time frame for 4 rounds, taking us to 20 minutes total. The first round I did do a minute of each, and that was my intention. However, it did get pretty intense pretty quickly, and I was losing my grip so much on the bell, so I dropped it down to about 45 and 15 after that first round. You're welcome to join me for that full minute, or you can cut it off. I will cut it off at 45, but if you want to keep going through, that's fine too. But otherwise, we're going to get started with our warm-up today in jumping jacks. Next, we're going to find some butt kicks. Side, we have speed skaters next. And we're right back to jumping jacks. High knees. Let's go. High knees, high knees, high knees. Alright, go ahead and stop there. We'll take those feet about hip width apart. We're going to push our hips back as we bring the chest down to the floor, keeping the knees soft as they softly bend over the ankles. Okay, we don't want those knees coming towards the toes. And those are our deadlifts. Now moving into our squats as we drop those hips back and down, keeping our weight in our heels, pressing the knees apart as we squat, keeping the gaze ahead. And now we're going to drop down for some sprawls. So planting the hands, hopping or stepping out to a plank, and jumping right back up. Preparing for burpees for later. And next we'll grab that kettlebell. And from here we're going to find some deadlifts. So just like we did with body weight, we're going to push those hips back. Weight is in the heels, keeping the back nice and flat. Knees find a soft bend. Keeping the gaze on the floor as you go down. And now we'll bring that bell up to our chest and find a goblet squat. Again, weight in the heels, lift up those toes just a little bit, make sure your knees don't go past them, and press the knees apart. Good. And from here, we're going to find a single arm deadlift, alternating. So same exact motion, but just picking it up with one side. And now we'll go right into a deadlift to high pull. So touching the bell, blasting those hips forward, and pulling the bell just beneath the chin. So about 60% legs and hips, waiting till we pull until that bell's all the way past the hips. And moving into some kettlebell swings next, we'll take it to eye level. Explosive hips, keeping the back straight, gaze ahead. And now we'll pop that bell up to our chest and find some overhead presses. Drawing the belly in towards the spine. And And we'll find a push press next, so a small dip and a hard drive. As we dip, we drop the hips back and down like we initiate a squat, but we're not quite. And putting the bell back down. Moving into the demo now, so here are our kettlebell swings. You can either keep it at eye level, or if you'd like to take it all the way overhead, that's fine. You want your elbows to be soft though, so they should just rise right up. All the work's done from the glutes and the hamstrings. And next is our push press, so a small dip and a hard drive, just like we did before. I like to hold the bell by the horns. You could also hold it by the bell. Just make sure you have a very strong grip on it. Next we have our lateral burpee, so you'll do a burpee and jump laterally over your kettlebell. Rolling the hips and chest all the way down to the floor. And next is our alternating deadlift to high pull. So with single arms, if this is too challenging for you or your bell is maybe too heavy, go ahead and do a double-handed deadlift to high pull. So just keep two hands on while you do the same motion. And getting started, we have swings. Let's go. We have our push press starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Alright, and next we have our lateral burpees. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Deadlift to high pull. Let's get started. Keep that back flat, drive your hips away, and weight stays in those heels. resting there, we have a full minute of rest. We're back at the top with swings. Let's get started. We have our push press starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. All right, and next we have our lateral burpees. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Finally, deadlift a high pull. Let's get started. Keep that back flat, drive your hips away, and weight stays in those heels. Resting there, we have a full minute of rest. back at the top with swings. Let's get started. We have our push press starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Alright, and next we have our lateral burpees. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Finally, deadlift to high pull. Let's get started. Keep that back flat, drive your hips away, and weight stays in those heels. Alright, and resting there, we have a full minute of rest. We're back at the top with swings. Let's get started. We have our push press starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. All right, and next we have our lateral burpees. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Finally, deadlift to high pull. Let's get started. Keep that back flat, drive your hips away, and weight stays in those heels. And that is it, you guys. Excellent work today. Stay strong, stay tough, and I'll see you next time.